Get ready for action, because we are diving straight into the biggest sports predictions of the day. We start with the Zhejiang Lions versus Shenzhen Leopards matchup set for Monday the 18th. Experts are breaking down the odds and stats to see if the Lions can pull off a massive victory against the Leopards. And we've got the full breakdown on the betting tips you need to know right now. Flights and cause huge delays across Beijing, Shenzhen, Shanghai, and more. Find out exactly which airports are struggling the most and what this means for your travel plans. This massive disruption is hitting major hubs like Shenzhen Baiyun International Airport and Shanghai Pudong International Airport with record cancellations and delays. We'll give you the full breakdown of the operational pressure, what the analysts are saying about stabilizing the network, and why you need to stay tuned for the latest updates. Don't miss a second of this essential news. Zhejiang Lions are set to host the Shenzhen Leopards in a matchup scheduled for 07:35 on Monday, May 18, 2026. Betting experts are analyzing the contest, highlighting that while the Zhejiang Lions are the favorites, the Shenzhen Leopards possess the capability to push the Lions to the limit. Based on recent history, the Lions have secured 7 of the last 10 meetings against the Leopards. Betting analysis suggests that backing the underdogs with a spread, specifically the +6, presents an appealing option at odds of 1.85, given Shenzhen's potential to remain competitive. The moneyline odds favor the Zhejiang Lions at 1.37, suggesting a 73% probability of victory for the favorites, while the Shenzhen Leopards are listed as significant underdogs at 2.85. Key statistical considerations include a 54.1% chance of the expert pick settling as a winner, with a projected probability closer to 60% when accounting for all factors, positioning this as a value bet. The total point line is set at 193, offering an opportunity to wager on the over 193 at 1.85. For those seeking more complex wagers, the analysis suggests a correct score pick of a 199 victory for the Zhejiang Lions, available at significant odds. Alternative betting strategies include a parlay pick starting with Shenzhen +6, combined with over 193, both teams scoring 60 points, and Shenzhen winning on the result and BTTS lines. A bet builder option is also recommended to combine multiple selections for enhanced returns. CBA analyst Gang Wu utilizes efficiency-based metrics such as iNet rating, true shooting percentage, TS%, usage rate, and EFG% to inform his predictions, integrating injury reports, rest, schedule, and team form into his assessment. The analysis is regularly updated to reflect the latest team news and market movements. Readers are cautioned that betting involves risk, and past results do not guarantee future performance. Shenzhen Peng City is set to face Dalian Yingbo in a Super League fixture at Baiyun Stadium, with kickoff scheduled for 07:35 on Tuesday, May 19, 2026. Analysts are highlighting value in the total goals market, suggesting a bet on over 2.5 goals at odds of 1.82, anticipating that both teams will find the net. Shenzhen Peng City is struggling, having lost back-to-back Super League matches, including a recent 1-0 defeat away against Henan. Their recent performance statistics show a lower-than-average possession rate of 37% and only 1 shot on target in that game. In their overall record, Shenzhen has registered 2 wins, 7 losses, and 1 draw, averaging 1.2 goals from 3.5 shots on goal. Dalian Yingbo also enters the match in a challenging phase, having lost their previous 3 outings, including a 3-2 home defeat to Qingdao West Coast, where they registered 67% possession and 6 shots on goal. Dalian's historical performance indicates a win rate of 6 out of 10 games, averaging 1.4 goals from 4.5 shots on goal. The head-to-head history between the two sides shows a recent 2-1 victory for Dalian at their home ground, Dalian's Soyuan Football Stadium. Key player statistics show Wesley leading Shenzhen with 4 goals, followed by Eden Karzev with 3 and Philip Benkovic with 2. Frank Akampong is also a key contributor for Dalian with 4 goals. From a betting perspective, experts suggest a 54.9% chance for a predicted winner, viewing the over 2.5 goals selection as a value bet. Other market options include backing Dalian Yingbo to win at 2.48, Shenzhen Peng City at 2.7, or backing the both teams to score yes at 1.64. Corner statistics indicate that Dalian Yingbo historically averages 7 corners in their last 5 games, compared to Shenzhen Peng City's average of 4.5 corners in their last 10 matches, presenting an attractive proposition for a corner match bet at odds of 1.91 for Dalian. For those looking for comprehensive betting strategies, a custom bet builder option is available, combining selections such as a total of 3 goals and Shenzhen Peng City with the +0.5 Asian handicap, merged with Dalian Yingbo accumulating the most corners. Analysts emphasize that predictions are driven by advanced metrics including XG, XGA, and PPDA, alongside current team form and injury updates, to inform their research-driven picks. A massive aviation gridlock has paralyzed key Chinese hubs, leading to widespread flight cancellations and significant delays across major cities including Beijing, Shenzhen, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Kunming. On May 17, 2026, leading carriers, Hainan Airlines, China Eastern, Lucky Air, and China Express ground flights, grounded a total of 108 flights, triggering a cascade of 1,356 flight delays. This operational bottleneck is attributed to a combination of severe convective storm systems, seasonal traffic peaks, and strict air traffic control flow controls implemented for safety. The disruption has caused extensive travel chaos and stranded thousands of domestic and international passengers across Beijing, Shenzhen, Shanghai, Zhengzhou, Guangzhou, Kunming, Zhuhai, and Hangzhou. The pressure is particularly acute at major hubs. Shenzhen Baiyun International Airport, SCX, faced the highest disruption volume, reporting 18 cancellations and 274 delays. Shanghai Pudong International Airport, PVG, experienced 10 cancellations and 242 delays. Guangzhou Baiyun International Airport, CAN, saw 18 cancellations and 238 delays. Beijing Capital International Airport, PEK, registered 16 cancellations and 142 delays. Operations at Hangzhou Xiaoshan International Airport, HGH, also suffered, with 6 cancellations and 171 delays. Major carriers, such as China Eastern Airlines and Hainan Airlines, are facing challenges related to crew allocation and gate capacity shortages during these peak traffic staggers, while low-cost carriers are directly impacted. Passengers have faced significant logistical hurdles, including long queues, crowded terminals, and missed connections, necessitating costly reaccommodations and baggage rerouting. Many travelers have opted to utilize high-speed rail networks to bypass airport gridlock. Aviation analysts note that China's domestic network is highly susceptible to cascading delays. Despite the turbulence, airport authorities and airline dispatch teams are actively working to stabilize schedules. Departure boards are being updated, and delayed aircraft are gradually being returned to rotation. Experts remain cautiously optimistic that domestic operations will stabilize within the next 24 hours. A massive aviation gridlock has gripped China, resulting in widespread flight cancellations and significant delays across major hubs including Beijing, Shenzhen, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Kunming. On May 17, 2026, leading carriers, Hainan Airlines, China Eastern, Lucky Air, and China Express, grounded a total of 108 flights, triggering 1,356 flight delays and causing extensive travel chaos across key cities like Beijing, Shenzhen, Shanghai, Zhengzhou, Guangzhou, Kunming, Zhuhai, and Hangzhou. Aviation data indicates the operational bottleneck stemmed from a convergence of severe convective storm systems moving across East and South China, seasonal traffic peaks, and stringent air traffic control flow controls implemented for safety. These measures forced airlines to adjust schedules to manage regional runways and congested flight paths. Due to the high connectivity of China's domestic aviation network, minor delays at primary transit hubs rapidly cascaded throughout regional networks, disrupting flight rotations for smaller communities. The timing of these disruptions is particularly challenging as Chinese carriers manage high seasonal travel volumes. Major carriers, such as China Eastern Airlines and Hainan Airlines, face vulnerabilities related to crew allocation shortages and gate capacity constraints when traffic fluctuates. Low-cost carriers are also experiencing concentrated operational difficulties, severely impacting essential travel links. The scheduling pressure has heavily impacted 8 major international gateways across mainland China. Shenzhen Beiyun International Airport, SCX, recorded the highest disruption volume, with 18 cancellations and 274 delays. Hainan Airlines reported 10 cancellations and 9 delays, while Shenzhen Airlines faced 8 cancellations and 89 delays. China Eastern Airlines registered 29 delays, and China Southern Airlines saw 51 delays. Shanghai Pudong International Airport, PVG, experienced substantial network strain, reporting 10 cancellations and 242 delays. China Eastern Airlines logged 5 cancellations and 64 delays, while Air China and Spring Airlines also saw significant delay volumes. Guangzhou Beiyun International Airport, CAN, reported 18 cancellations and 238 delays. Hainan Airlines reported 8 cancellations and 10 delays, alongside significant delays for China Eastern and China Southern Airlines. In eastern China, Hangzhou Zhejiang International Airport, HGH, saw 6 cancellations and 171 delays, with China Eastern and Air China reporting high delay figures. Beijing Capital International Airport, PEK, was affected by 16 cancellations and 142 delays, with Air China registering 6 cancellations and 75 delays. Southwestern China's Kunming Changshui International Airport, KMG, reported 12 cancellations and 118 delays. Zhengzhou Xinjiang International Airport, CGO, a vital central transit node, faced 19 cancellations and 95 delays, with Donghai Airlines showing a notable 77% delay rate on local operations. The impact extends beyond scheduling inconvenience. Stranded passengers across major hubs reported long queues, leading to missed domestic and international connections, necessitating complex reaccommodations and baggage rerouting. Passengers also incurred unexpected costs for meals and communications while waiting. Many travelers opted to utilize China's high-speed rail network to bypass the airport congestion. Aviation analysts note that China's domestic network is highly susceptible to cascading delays. Authorities and airline dispatch teams are actively working to stabilize schedules, with departure boards showing updated times and delayed aircraft being returned to rotation. Experts remain cautiously optimistic that domestic operations will stabilize within the next 24 hours. Passengers are advised to verify flight status directly with their operating airline due to the dynamic nature of these disruptions.